3/29, 2011, 6:15 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Pre-market. What is pre-market? Pre-market futures. Gap open down in price and gap open up in price on the NYSE. So MMTs. Let's start with the good. Let's start always with the positive. CEO stock today is at 5.21 ratios. MCP is at 2.34 ratio, PVH 1.95, and the thing that we like, what we see on the NYSE as far as the pre-market gap is that it's longer than the NASDAQ, because it is. So as you know, we always like to see the list grow. So basically it's the end of the quarter MMTs as far as, and most of it's the end of the quarter is either there's some readjustments and rebalancing, but they should have done most of that in the triple witch. But it's a stock pickers market right now, so the thing about it is that we're going to look for opportunities in these names. It's always good to know what the news is behind each one. BHP Hilton up $1.22 ratio, that's a pretty good. All are listed stocks. Trade management is that the Dow and the NYSE and their indexes need to consolidate at higher price action levels. StockMarketFunding.com has a complete history of Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ 100 and NASDAQ Comp and sector indices analysis as how we develop our trade management, okay, and how we look at setting the bar for the day. JEC is another one of these stocks. We know it well. We've traded all of them. So this is the list there. On the other hand, on the gap open down, remember Case-Shiller index was out. You got ESI, DV. So you've got, look at the distance though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got 6 names. Toyota Motors in there. That's a Japan deal, unfortunately. And that's the gap down list. So we are looking at the opening trade is when do these names here top out, and when they top out there will be a pullback reversal, and how does one capture the debit. The opening bell is going to be flat. We're going to see if that money is coming in end of quarter 2011, first quarter of the year of 2011, and the markets have had severe blows around information and wars and everything from around the world. The U.S. stock market has had several big blows, and not to mention the oil and the cost of gas and the cost of food. And so therefore the markets in our view have held up, I would say, in the face of it all, relatively strong. And we are going to be going into a new quarter at the end, starting on Friday, will be April 1. And we're going to see from day to day is if the gap open and gap down list is expanding, then that means that people are buying. On the other hand, another thing about this MMTs, if this list is expanding, then there's a lot more sellers. So when you look at that opening bell, again, MMT, is you're looking at where they're going to make markets in these names. And then what is going to be the debit ratio from entry to exit to walk away with a substantial profit.